Okay. This is the second one, second taping. It's July 25th. My journal entry for the night. The last one was a bit too long. I'm trying to get this over with because I'm about to lose my voice. So, if you can't hear me, I'm trying to speak up the best I can. Also, I'm still on my cell phone, as I guess you can notice, because I will be checking the time with this little mirror again, till I get my laptop fixed. So, try to work with me a little bit. My throat was really sore. My sinuses feel like they're about to burst into flames. But today was a pretty good day. Actually, last night was a bit weird. I did stay up till like almost 4 o'clock in the morning, even on my meds. Like I was apprehensive, and I just like fought it the whole night for some reason. I couldn't figure out why. I think it's just the stress after what happened over the week just kind of piled up and kind of festered. So I did let a lot of that out today at therapy, which is actually a very good thing. Again, I have a therapy video from today. I'm not going to talk about it. Just going to mention it. That's it. But I did get up late. Actually slept through my alarm or turned off my alarm. I think something like that. And I got there like 10 minutes late, which I usually never do. I am like 15 to 10 minutes early wherever I go. I can't stand I have to be there early. It's kind of a pet peeve I have. I like to be on time. Can't stand being late. It just makes you look bad. Excuse me. So, after therapy was kind of like the big whoosh. I was tense, kind of anxious. My anxiety level was actually like about a 4 or a 5, like in the middle, even though I had just taken a Klonopin about like 2.5 hours, 3 hours before it. So, that was a little different. I think it was just too much to take on at one time. To actually process all those thoughts was actually a bit overwhelming today for myself, with the grieving and the people that I live with. Yeah. So I was a little freaked out. I did ask my hubby to go for a walk with me, which she did it kind of like a stubborn child would have to take a bath. Put it that way. He did not want to go. He had an emergency. He had to go help his friend to go pick up his medication. Always something going on with his friends. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. That's not really that important anymore. It used to bother me. I'm not going to lie. Because I don't get to spend as much time with them as I would like to. I don't get to talk to them like we used to. So it's kind of like, because of that lack of quality time together, I don't have any strong sexual attraction or feelings right now, which he doesn't understand that. He will have sex just to make the pain go away at this point. I myself am trying to grieve without medicating with anything except for my prescriptions. So we're kind of like on two separate pages, which is fine. He's a man, I'm a woman, so it's kind of like two polar opposites trying to deal with the same thing. I don't complain about that. I know the things I can't complain about actually is the same thing that he's been doing. Is whenever I ask for something or I want something, he catches the attitude like a PMSing freaking teenager. It is weird as hell. I know last night I went out to Walmart with him. He asked if I wanted to go. I said sure, why not? I'm actually trying to get out the house more. Actually trying to get past the anxiety and the stress of being in public. So I took the ride with him. I did ask if I should get face wash, and right off the bat he was like, "Well, can't." He asked if I could wait till the 26th, which is tomorrow. And honestly, I kind of need it now because my face is starting to break out again. So what I did was I picked out the cheapest things there. I'm not gonna lie. I have actually had trouble trying to find a good face wash, which I'm sure a lot of you really don't want to hear this. But I have like combination skin, but it's sensitive at the same time. So I get the stuff for the oily skin and the breakouts, but then my skin gets dry, red, and flaky, and it peels. So I can't win period at all. So actually, I did find a bar of soap by Johnson & Johnson. It's called Purpose. It's supposed to be best for sensitive skin next to Neutrogena. I hope I'm saying that right. And it actually smells really good. It's not that bad. It's a big bar. It's like about that big. It's huge. And it is recommended by dermatologists and all that stuff. So I'm going to try that out and see how that part does. Right now I'm flushed because I'm hot. I'm in a hot room with no fans. And I'm sick, so deal with it. It sucks. It's on fire, like all through here. I also got a mask, a little tube, mint julep mask. Smells so good. I think like each of them was like $3 something. So, but of course, my hubby, he still had to ask, are you going to get both of them? I'm like, yeah, one's a face wash and one's a mask. They're two different things. They're not going to do the same job. So, I felt embarrassed, again, because he done it in front of his nephew. So his nephew is the one-up man. I love making nicknames for people. And I don't know what to call my husband. I really don't. I could say a few names, but it's not going to help. It's kind of weird, though. He did the same thing today. I was actually on the phone with HP for my laptop, again, checking the time on the cell phone. Not being rude. But they did do some tests that actually I had to go through myself on it. And they all passed except for the hard drive. And I kind of knew that would fail. So it failed, of course. They're supposed to send a new one through the mail, no problem. I had that covered. Has some kind of damage warranty, I forgot what it's called. But it's really not that bad. It's like covered, so take advantage of it. And he had to pay a $1 fee. Just $1. And he complained about it. I was actually on the phone with the guy, and he made some comment about, well, here, she can just take my bank card then. And, I could just call him the belittler. Seriously, my husband is Mr. Belittler. He loves to belittle people. Especially me, I've noticed. If I ask to get panties or something, it's a big scene. Oh my God, panties. It's weird as heck. It really is. I don't ask for anything anymore unless I really need it. The clothes that I'm wearing right now, I actually kind of wish I hadn't got them, as a way to put it. I got them for a special occasion, which isn't that bad. I got this big black skirt, which you can see. It's huge. I love long skirts. I got a couple tank tops like this, like 3 or 4 of them, because it's so hot outside. I got a hoodie for our bedroom, actually, because it gets chilly in there, so it's like, oh, cool, new hoodie, and got kind of happy. Honestly, I think that's all I got, really, and, yeah, he still has to bring it up every once in a while. Well, I would have the money if I hadn't done this, and this. So, it's kind of, upsetting to be with somebody like that. Kind of like, a couple friends have said, like, I traded my domestic violence for emotional abuse. Wow. And that's been said by more than one person. I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of weird though. So, yeah. It's weird. It really is. I wish I could, like, film it one day or just, like, tape record it or something just so you guys could hear it. I mean, he sounds, like, so sarcastic and hostile and rude all at the same time. And he does it whenever, like, if we go to the stores and, like, I spend more than, like, maybe $20, instant, like, total BS, like, he's freaking PMS. And I know there's been times where he'll pick a card out of his wallet and just be like, here, you do it. And it's the way that he just kind of, like, flicks his arm at you, and his eyes are, like, glassy and gleaming at the same time. But he says it loud enough to get people's attention around you so that they turn their heads. So, it's like I'm standing there. I know the worst one was, it was at Walmart or Target. I forgot which one. But, what I got was actually, like, a thing of, undergarments. And, I think, like, 3 things for personal hygiene, like feminine hygiene stuff. And the lady had it up in the bag on top of the little cart thing that spins. And she didn't put 2 bags on it. She just put 1. And, he said something kind of along those lines, but just a bit more hostile. And I swear to God, I turned around and there was like 5 women staring at me and checking out the bag at the same time. And then they, like, peeked at him, and then they stared back at me, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So, going shopping with him and asking for stuff is embarrassing sometimes. I think he's gotten to the point where he's tired of me not having a job. It has been 2 years. Because of all the stuff that's happened with Tabby. Back and forth visits, and lost her in April. So, in a way, I think he was, I think that he just wants me to hop back into a job and just start bringing home some cash and stuff like that. So, and then also I think he is kind of ashamed and embarrassed about a few things about me. I did talk to my therapist about that. I don't know if it's in the video or not, but I'm not going to get into it too much. But, I do know that the fact that, I'm in a fit of rage when the backyard got sprayed. And basically he's trying to tell me to shut up and sit down and don't talk about it in front of his nephew. And yeah, I would love to know anybody besides my husband who would actually have the balls to tell somebody when and where or how to grieve over the loss of another human being. I think that's totally fucked up, and I'm sorry for cursing, but that's just how I feel. It totally, I mean, I was so infuriated, you don't even know. I mean, I could take it from a stranger, or from his family, or from his freaking nephew, for crying out loud, but to actually hear those words come out of his mouth, yeah. Definitely puts things in perspective. So, it's a little messed up. Besides that, I know I got a little bit off track there, didn't I? I'm kind of a space case. Since after therapy, I've been kind of, I don't know, my brain's like jello, mushy, squishy. Don't know how to explain it. Besides that, I've been pretty good. Did mention that I took a walk. That kind of calmed me down, I think. This is the second time doing this. I did meditate, which actually calms you the heck down. You would not believe it. It takes a while to actually learn to actually be that still and focus for that long. I know when I first started, I think I lasted like a minute if I was lucky. And then like I'd be like, how the heck do people do that? There's no way. And I'm up to the point to where like if I don't get disturbed, if I don't get disturbed, I'm sorry, I could like actually do it for like maybe 15 minutes now, which I know to some people is like not that much. For me, that's like holy cow, 15 minutes. So I'm actually getting better at it. It does like completely slow down your heart rate. You think clearer. You're more calm. So it does work. It really does. That's also why I'm trying to incorporate the exercise stuff. I swear I'm gonna lose my voice. The walking and the stretching. Walking today was a problem. I hope I'm not repeating myself because I forgot which one I said it in, which video. But I did actually measure my knees when I got back from my walk. Of course, after my husband left, not in front of him because he'll say something about it. But my left knee, which is the one that I still haven't gone to physical therapy for, was actually about 1.25 inches more than my right knee. So it was swollen. That's swollen. 1.25 inches is kind of big. Actually, it's not that good. So I've been taking it kind of easy today. So kind of rethinking the whole exercise, get out there, get your body in shape plan. I mean, I don't plan on stopping, but as for the walking, I'm thinking like maybe just 2 days a week. That's it, like Monday and Friday or something. I might have to reschedule the whole thing. I honestly don't know. I think a Monday and Friday might be good, so that would give me like a 3-day break and a 2-day break, and I don't want to blow it out again. I don't want to hurt my knee more than it already is, and I do not want to be on bed rest. It's worse than being in the psychiatric ward. It really is, because at least there you get to have some fun. There's always something to laugh at when you're in the psychiatric ward, or laugh with. We used to always do jokes and stuff there. I was there like last June, so it wasn't that long ago. And actually, it was it was interesting. I'll put it that way. But I don't like the quiet room. I will tell you that much. That's what they call it up here in Cincinnati. They call it the quiet room, which is where you go when you're totally freaking out. So I don't like the quiet room. It just makes you feel worse. It's got this little tiny like 1/2 foot by 1 foot window, like the long skinny ones, and that's it. There's nothing else, just pads on the wall, and this like thin little, I wouldn't even call it a mattress. I mean, it's so thin. It kind of like an oversized maxi pad on the floor, if you can imagine that. So, yeah, that's about it. Bad description. I'm pretty sure people are trying to picture that in their head. Mom, you might get a laugh out of that one. Um, so yeah, I've been trying to take it easy. Still trying to figure out how to get that going. Without any health insurance, it's a little complicated. I know that the treatment is actually covered. The physicians, however, are not completely covered. And again, I think that's the reason why I'm not going, because I know that my husband's going to complain. He doesn't have the money. We're so broke. Can't afford to go. Which is the same thing he's been saying since, God knows when. The car accident is when it actually started hurting. That was 2009. And I chose to let him go to his physical therapy and x-rays and surgeries and stuff instead, because he couldn't afford all that gas, he said. So my knee's been messed up for the past 3 years, and I've been quiet about it. So as you can tell, I've changed in this relationship, but I'm not going to go into that because I want to take a shower, go to bed, and this ain't going to last too much longer. So anyways, I wish you guys a good night. I really do, and I will be on tomorrow. Probably do an AM thing if I have dreams or anything kind of weird, wonky, or if I stay up too late. If not, then I'll do a PM journal, just like I usually do. So enjoy your night, and sleep tight.